I think right now I'm just going to go ahead. I'm clapping up. This was a really good show. What's up? Welcome back to another video. For today's video, we are going to be reacting to the On My Block finale. This is going to be the last episode we're ever going to see it on my blog. So without further ado, make sure you guys like and subscribe, and let's get right into the video. So prom is coming up. Monty's just kind of not really feeling it because she wants to go with Caesar. Remember, Caesar was like, oh, I'm going with my ex because she asked me. So Monty's just not having a good week. So Monty's just not having a good time. She's just sitting over there thinking about Caesar. She's thinking about her mom. Just a bunch of bad memories, sad memories. All of that is just coming up in her mind right now. She can't get it out. And she's just sitting in bed crying. It's pretty sad because it's like she wants Caesar. She misses her mom. Just all of that.
Security cameras in your bedroom? Charlize, the question is not why I need them. The question is why you don't. Yeah, it's my creepy neighbor Derek even.
So Jamal is setting up security cameras at his house because he's afraid of the people, you know, in the car that's been following him for a minute. And, like, we're not really mad at him. It's like, I get it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you want to put up security cameras so you can look back at the footage and be like, okay, who is following me, right? Because
what does that mean? It means that the store's open at 10 a.m. tomorrow. You'll just have to hit it hard. Look for something sexy in blue or Cabernet. I'm not going to have enough time to get ready. Well, the internet never sleeps.
Jamal has gotten so rude. Like, does anyone remember, like, the old Jamal? Like, the scary Jamal? Like, he was afraid of freaking everything. Like, that Jamal where you love to go on adventures is like this new Jamal. I'm like, y'all could keep him.
Stop with the cars and the shadiness. Lose the Escalade.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, so Chivo's the one who's been following him around? But why do you think that he's, like, you think he's just doing it just to, like, mess with him? Like, he's just playing games, like, he's trying to have a little fun with Jamal? Or, like, he knows something that, like, we don't, we're going to find out later on in the episode.
But you're stalking me.
It's not me. It's him. He wants to live with you.
He who?
No, I'm spooky, though. Like, that's a little creepy. Only because it's, like, imagine, like, he's just, like, staying in, like, Jamal's room. I feel like, no. I feel like Jamal is going to be, like, up all night. He's going to be having nightmares about it. I'm like, you know what? He just does not need to go with Jamal. I'm like, they should just give him to someone else. Maybe he could go, like, when Caesar moves in, like, to the new place. Like, he could go somewhere in there, maybe.
Staying here.
No, he's not.
You can't make me take him.
So now he's obviously just messing with Jamal. I guess he's just trying to get a rise out of Jamal. You know what? I don't know what for. I guess, like, he's just probably bored at home or whatever. He's like, let me just kind of, like, mess around with Jamal. And Jamal is buying it. Jamal is freaked out.
I mean, I thought someone was following me, and when I found out it was Chivo, I was disappointed. Isn't that messed up? What are you talking about? Take prom, for example. I can't stop thinking about Kendra.
First of all, them in the nail shop, that's just so funny because that's very much them. Like, that's very much something that Ruby and Jamal would do. They'd be like, you know what, we're going to go to the nail shop. We're going to get our nails done, ready for prom. But also, Jamal mentioned Kendra. And, like, do y'all remember Kendra? Kendra was, like, that weird girl. But, like, whatever happened to Kendra, like, she just kind of, like, disappeared, huh? Like, I don't remember, like, did she move schools? Like, whatever happened to Kendra?
Is the roller world money, and who has it? Stop dwelling in the past. Picking a school, a prom date, a prom theme. Everything feels anticlimactic.
So where's the roller world money? Because, like, that's been kind of like the whole thing this season. Nobody knows where it's at. Everyone was like, Spooky had it. Okay, well, Spooky's dead now. So I'm like, did someone take it? Or is it still over there at that place? Like, I don't know. Like, whatever happened to the money?
Julia was everything that you said she was. And also everything that you said she was too. That she was a contradiction. And she knew it.
I'm glad that she finally ended up reading the book. I feel like, kind of like, since this is the last episode, they're trying to address, like, all the missing things. Like, they've been bringing up, like, old stuff. Like Kendra, where's the roller world money? Now, you know, the mom's book. But I'm glad that Monte finally finished that book.
Sense for all of us to come together as a family. Make a blessing of her death. I'd love to do that. Can we?
First of all, how she the main one try to say yes? It's like, you ain't even in this. Like, that ain't even your business, first of all. But second of all, like, I hope that Monte can just do something really good with the book to honor her mom.
I got my eyebrows done. The lady said I had a lot of natural highlights in my hair, and I should color my eyebrows to match.
Those are not highlights.
Because this is my mom's mascara.
What, to make it look crazier?
Y'all, this show is so funny. It's like, he said, that's my mom's mascara. Like, Ruby really out here looking a hot mess. I'm like, how are you going to go to prom, Ruby, looking like that? Jasmine will never forgive you if that's how those pictures turn out.
No! The prom already started, and I have to still pick up my date. There's no time.
Jamal, that shit is not going to be in my forever photo. There's time.
That's funny because that's what I was like just saying. I was like, I know Jasmine does not want her pictures with Ruby to be with Ruby's eyebrows looking like that. Like, that was something that I just said, and that's exactly what she was saying. Like, she was just kind of like, nah, he ain't finna go like that with me.
Come on. Over.
I think it's sad that Spooky is not going to be able to go see Caesar, you know, go to the dance. He's not going to be able to help him with this tie. Like, that's kind of why I think they're showing the scene to kind of show, like, you know, Spooky's gone. Caesar had to step it up, but he still really misses his brother.
I'm gonna make you proud. You already have.
So Caesar was left. Gnome Spooky. I think Chivo had kind of dropped it off and was just kind of like, okay, you know what? You're the one that needs this because, you know, he's really been missing his brother. He just feels like he can't do it alone. And it's like, yeah, even though he does have his brother back, the little statue will at least kind of like remind him, you know, of his brother. And, you know, he could probably talk to him, just kind of like hang out with him, you know, not in like a weird way, but in like a, he misses his brother. So he's going to see like this little doll as like his brother.
Like I said, you don't go looking for your purpose. Your purpose finds you.
I love their talks because I love how like Jamal, he'll always be kind of like not just feeling, he won't be feeling confident or anything. He'll just be kind of like, I don't feel well or whatever. Abuelita always helps him feel better. And the thing is, like, she basically has adopted Jamal because it's like, yes, that's Ruby's grandma, but it's like, that's also Jamal's grandma too. Like, they're always there for each other. Like, they help carry this show. So shout out to Jamal and Abuelita. I think Jamal just feels like he's stuck because he kind of like lost himself. Like, when he thought everybody left him, he had to like kind of have like a defense mechanism. And it was kind of like just to be like mean, to be rude and whatever. And now that, you know, everyone's back, they're all back together, you know, the gang's back together. And now he's just kind of like, oh, okay, let me turn this off. But he really doesn't remember the old Jamal. Like, he barely remembers the old Jamal. He really just remembers the new Jamal. Jamal really be out here vibing. There's always like that one person at prom or just at any dance that's going to be just like killing it on the dance floor. Doesn't care what anybody thinks. Like, they're just going to go out there, do their own thing. Even if they can't dance, even if they look a fool, they're just going to go out there and do their thing. Why they bother him on say like that? They like, oh, okay, she by herself. Oh, she's single. Okay, let me slide on over.
All need is to recalibrate. I guess some touch-ups. Ruby, your brow could use some filler.
And your cheek will lose its stash.
What?
So because of the height difference, and I guess his eyebrows, where his eyebrows are at, I guess it's on Jasmine's cheek. So every time he like lays on Jasmine, I guess like the mascara is running off onto her face. So it's like she looks a hot mess and doesn't even know it.
We don't let experiences define us. We define our experiences. So instead of saying, oh, the prom sucks, say it's going to be the best night of your life and then just freaking live it like that.
Jasmine has really grown up so much on that show. Like, remember, she used to like stalk Ruby. She used to have an inhaler and try to chase the gang down the street and be like, I want to come with you guys. Like, I want to hang out. And it's like now, like, she just kind of chills. She does her own thing and they came to her instead of her always chasing after them.
Ruby Martinez.
Yo, I really thought it was gonna be Jamal, but Ruby, not only that, but their reaction, they were just like, what? Like, it's like, even they didn't think Ruby was gonna win. Like, even they were like, Ruby don't even stand a chance. And now Ruby, you know, hopefully he does good. Like, he's not gonna act a fool, because he did tell Jamal, like, okay, calm it on down. So I hope he takes his own advice and doesn't act a fool also.
Did you read this? No. Holy shit! I won! I'm the king! I'm the motherfucking king!
Ruby is so funny. Oh my gosh. This is just so funny because, like, he is acting a fool on this stage. Like, he's just doing all the extra. Like, he's doing too much. But it's just so funny because that's very much Ruby. That's just Ruby's personality.
Will you dance with me? Everybody dance!
That is so sweet because it's like, even though she didn't win prom queen, like, Ruby's just kind of like, you will always be my queen. Like, that's just like, stop it. Like, OTP for the win. It's funny, that's a couple that you never expected, but then when it happened, you were kind of like, oh, okay. They're a cute couple. They all just be like really out here just vibing. They all doing their own thing. I'm just glad that they're having such a good time because, you know, everybody was so stressed out before, whether they were going to go or not, if they were going to look a hot mess and all this stuff. So I'm glad that they just, you know, can have a lot of fun.
Cat dragged in. Just couldn't stay away, could you? Outside? Sure.
The thing is, he could always have a lot of girlfriends. He could just have as many girlfriends as he wants. But the one thing is, that will always be his girl. Like, that will always be his girl right there. The way she is mirroring him right now, that look like something straight out of Us. Also, that's Kendra. We ain't seen Kendra in a minute. We were just talking about Kendra. Now, all of a sudden, Kendra done popped up. I don't know what she doing. She is weird as ever. But, I mean, ain't nothing changed with Kendra. But I'm glad that they brought her back. Because I feel like we have a lot of questions about Kendra. That's so awkward because it's like Caesar is looking at Monse while he is dancing with his ex-girlfriend. Like, the whole thing. That's just so weird to me.
Oh, you? Who doesn't? You're only like the youngest Fortune 500 billionaire in tech. And you have some of my favorite patents. The nail biter fighter.
So, I guess Jamal is being stalked by, like, some tech guy. I don't really know. I'm confused.
Thank you.
And after following you for a few months, Noel thought you had the right walk.
I lead with my hips. Kendra, offer letter.
Okay, wait, so Kendra, like, works for him. And I guess, like, wants to hire Jamal?
You invent for me. I invest in you. How much?
It's not about the money, it's about the opportunity.
You'll get a stipend for living expenses.
Okay, I'm still a little confused about what's going on. Maybe that's just me. I don't know if I'm the only one, but I'm just kind of like, so Kendra, like, works for this man, and they've been stalking Jamal. Like, she could just call him on the phone, but, like, no, she's stalking him. And he's sitting over here thinking there's somebody else after him. And then they just want to offer him a job.
How do I know?
So I guess Jamal got him a job at a tech company.
We both are. I think I just got a job.
Where?
In the parking lot.
He said in the parking lot. That don't even sound right. Like, it's the way Jamal said in the parking lot. It's like, we knew what he meant, but obviously, like, Jamal saying Caesar, it's going to sound like Jamal's crazy.
She's gone.
She who?
Abuelita.
What?
Not the grandma. Y'all wrong for that too, though. Like, I guess, like, they were trying to, I don't know. I feel like they could have just had her get better and then we could have just kept it moving. Like, there was no reason. Y'all already killed off Oscar, though, so why y'all felt the need to also kill off Abuelita? That just don't make any sense to me.
Can I do this right now? Okay? I'm trying to make sure that this service goes right.
Jamal, there was a budget, and I don't understand.
What budget? If you want to do it, you have to talk to your son.
What?
So I guess this is kind of like what she wanted. Like, I guess she'd rather have people kind of like celebrate her and like get drunk, basically, instead of everybody just like around the room crying.
I will never forget, she was almost my grandma. Or as the Latinx would say, my abuelita. She really knew how to hold a baby and make a stiff drink.
Do y'all remember when Mario brought her home for the first time? And they were like, no. Hold on. She said, the Latinx? She said, the Latinx? Yo, she is so racist. It's like, it's not funny, but it is funny. Because it's like, there's some people that really be out here like this. Like, yes, she's playing a character, but there are real life people that act like this.
I've lived a lot of life.
It's amazing how Oscar's face works on a baby.
So I guess Caesar is about to go. He's going to go hang out with his niece and just like his sister-in-law, I guess, or whatever. And yeah, and I guess they're going to go do their own like little thing or whatever. I feel like they could have just had a spinoff too. I don't know. I just don't want the show to end, honestly. I'm like, I feel like they should like have like a spinoff of like Jamal or like Ruby or like who. Like they should just have a spinoff, you know?
That's tonight. I'm gonna keep this short and sweet because that's what my abuelita called me.
Oh, Ruby. That's so sad. I'm like, I think it's good that like Ruby's doing the toast because he always knows the right thing to say. He always knows how to get it to the point where it's like, it's not too sad, but it's like sad enough, but also like he's trying to like celebrate her. So I think he was the perfect one to do the toast.
I was never really old. I wanted to be celebrated, not mourned. He showed us all how to live. To Marisol.
I think she really would have liked this. I think that this is something, like I was saying before, like this is something that she would want. Like everybody just kind of like drinking, eating, laughing, because that was kind of like her vibe. That's what she was always doing. She was like snacking, drinking, or just like hanging out with her people. That's funny because that's exactly how the show started. They were all like trying to peek over, trying to see at the party. I think that that's funny. So we're seeing some parallels going on right now. I know that they were trying to make a spinoff with like these kids, I've heard. I don't know if that's in the works or whatever, but I know they were going to do that. I don't know. I guess we just got to wait and see.
Thank you, compa. For what? Believing in the unbelievable. When no one else would. Finding Roller World, which led us to Lil Ricky.
Okay, so they're reflecting, they're winding down, which can only mean one thing. The show is about to end. I'm very upset because I feel like this show honestly could have went on for like 10 more seasons. Honestly, like, I feel like we could have kept it up, but also like they were getting older and stuff. So they were just kind of showing them like on their journey. But it's crazy that like this show started off when they were going to be freshmen in high school. And now it's like everyone's about to go. They've graduated and now they're going to go off and do their own thing.
So, Monster, how do you think our story ends? Ooh,
I don't know.
That's some tea right there.
What does it say?
It's a map. She made us a map.
Wait, okay, so Abuelita hid the Roller World money for them to find because she wanted them to go on one last journey. That's what I'm thinking. I'm sure I'm right.
Okay, guys. I'm just gonna volunteer now. I think I should take lead on this. Wait, no. Is this Roller World again? Yes, it's Roller World. I have to go to college.
So they're going to go on a new adventure, which is why I'm saying spin off, please. Can we please get a spin off of the 4 of them again? Right? I think we need a spin off. I think right now I'm just going to go ahead. I'm clapping up. This was a really good show. This was a show where everybody wanted to watch it. Like, everybody was like, hey, you saw it on my block. Like, everybody knew about this show. This was such a poppin' show. The actors were great. It was just good writing. Like, the whole thing was just good. Okay, guys, we are at the end of the video, so make sure you guys like and subscribe. I don't even know. I think it's crazy. It's been a journey I'm definitely going to miss on my blog. It was one of my favorite shows I loved on my blog. I just love the characters. It was just such an amazing show. I feel like this was something fresh. This was something that we didn't get a lot on TV, because I feel like now it's like a lot of drama, but this is like drama mixed with like comedy, and Netflix did a really good job with this one. But yeah, so without further ado, make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.